So, Bevan, can you also explain to us, you've used the terminology microbes. What are microbes? You've invented the microbes that you use within your business?
No, I haven't invented them. What has happened is that the gentleman that I was talking to, that I started to get my test done of soil and fertiliser and crops. Tissue testing and soil testing is a very important item of your anybody's business, because they know then how much they've got to put on. For instance, I had a gentleman in Rockhampton, Barralabar, who came to me and said, I'm going to get involved with your stuff. I've had a look at a lot of other people, and he said, about Christmas time, he got 5 inches of rain. And he rang me up and told me he had the rain, and I said, well, look, forget about the soil conditioner for the time being, because you can't get on the paddock, but now's your optimum time to put 1 litre of microbes per acre on the country. You put that on, they'll do your work for you. They'll loosen your soil up and also start to change it around. What happened then was he came back about 2 months later and said, what about the soil conditioner? I said, yep, we'll now put it on. And he actually flew on 80 kilograms per acre on 800 acres. And when we checked the soil, early in the piece, like 12 months before, it was we went down about that far with a penetrometer. I'll have to show you the penetrometer. But the penetrometer went in that far, and it was 1,200 pound pressure to try and push it down. If you go over 300 pound pressure, the roots go horizontal. They don't go down. So you've got to bring your pressure back to below 300 pound pressure. Now we put them microbes on, we put the soil conditioner on in February, March. In October he was begging me to come back to see how the microbes were performing, and I went back in October, which is nearly 10 months, and we walked across the paddock to the fence, and I said to Raymond, these microbes don't respect the fences. They actually are outside the fence here now, and I reckon they're about 20 metres outside the paddock, outside the fence. That's where you put them, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, he walked in the paddock, and we poked that penetrometer down nearly 3/4 of the way at 400 pound pressure. It was just mind-boggling to see what those microbes had done in that 12 months. He did have 25 inches of rain probably throughout the year, but the microbes, if you walk outside the paddock, which I did when we got outside of the paddock, I said, you take the penetrometer and you walk across there, and when the ground gets hard, you yell out. And he walked out and he said, it's hard here. I said, well, walk it back to the fence. And it was 20 metres. And today he asked me that day, he said, how did I know? And I didn't tell him. I said, well, just a lucky guess, because it was what happened when you walk on that country after about 12 months. It becomes softer, and you can feel it through your feet when you walk across, and that's how I did it. So.